What's up, Micro? Welcome to class. Today's just a little intro lesson to try to get you up to snuff on how you're going to be graded in this class. So today, it's the grading policy. Now, in Micro, I do my best to make sure this is a science class that you can get a good grade in. That all you have to do is put in a little bit of work and you will be rewarded with a GPA that makes you smile. It's tried and proven to work over, I think, 8 years of teaching this class. So I'm happy you're here with me. Let's make sure you know what's going to be going on and how you're going to be graded. Now, the grading policy, I think it's in your favor. I really do. I've designed it to make sure that when we talk about this science class, we should be talking about 90s for everyone, which means you guys that want to get 100 average in this class, you can. And if you finally want to have fun in a science class and get above a 65, you can do that too. I want to make sure that you know that success in this class is up to you and whether or not you put the effort in. I think effort counts a lot in this world, so let's see how it's going to go when it comes to figuring out your grade. I'm going to start with the grading policy in a normal year because we're still hoping that we can get a normal year out of this. Now, if and when we go normal, here it is. For tests, they're going to be 40%. But let me explain the tests, ladies and gentlemen. First off, the tests will be directly from the work in class. No sneaks, no nothing like that. Also, your tests are open notebook, which means if you've been doing what you should be doing and you have everything right there ready to go, you're going to be able to do very well on the test. But then I have another secret. Tests for this class, I will let you redo them in order to get the grade you want. So yes, it's open notebook. You can do it as many times as you want and you can get the grade you feel like you deserve. But I got one caveat. I got one thing that I want to make sure no one mistakes. I'm not okay with you cheating. If I'm going to go through all this effort to make sure that you have a chance to do well, the one thing that will exclude you from those benefits is cheating. I'd rather you try first and get a 20 on an assignment and then try again and get a 90 on it. I'll give you the 90. But if you get 100 the first time and you haven't been bothering doing anything, I'm gonna know something's up, and that's when your 100 turns to a 0, and I won't change that 0 no matter how many times you ask me nicely. I'm asking for one thing, for you to try, for you to be the best student that you can be, okay? So, tests. It's usually at the end of the unit. You could expect about a marking period. Of course, this year's all weird, but that's about the pace that we go for tests. Now, homework. Homework's 20%. And homework I try to keep to a minimum. Most of it's pretty straightforward. You already got exposure to Play Pause It, and that's what you're probably watching this on right now. And it should be an easy way to get 100. Again, almost all assignments I give to you, you can redo as long as you are doing it sincerely. Also, side note, no late work anymore. It's too confusing. Once we get settled this year and everything's set up, I can't accept late work. It becomes too much data to go find, okay? So homework, I'll make it sparse, but you gotta do it and you gotta do it on time. Next up, let's talk about classwork. Classwork, that's gonna be all the stuff that I'm assigning here, right? All the stuff that we are doing here. That can include labs. If we're meeting once a week, I can do labs in microbiology where you do it one day, you come back the next week, and then we do observations on it. I have a whole bunch of fun stuff that we're going to be able to look and do things with like that. So classwork, 20%. And then lastly, the big one, your party grade, right? Your participation grade. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm watching, right? I'm watching. And if you are here doing what you should be doing as a student, helping this class be better for me, helping this class be better for you and the other students in this class, that matters to me. So 20% of your grade is on how you participate. So if you're constantly talking, distracting, or doing other things that get in the way, you're gonna lose points there, all right? So in normal land, that's how the grade works. I think it's in your favor. Let's just talk a little bit about what your grades are going to be like if we don't have normal land and we end up going remote again. okay? I definitely just flipped the script a little bit. So, if we go to remote, very simply put, exams are still 40%. They're still really big, they're the whole unit, I want you to do it, and it does show me whether or not you've been following along and paying attention. But then for everything else, come on, okay, for everything else, it's 60%. I'm not gonna categorize this like homework and classwork and participation because it's all happening at the same time if we're remote. But that does change the meaning of some things, all right? Your timeliness of assignments still needs to be there. And also, your participation grade changes. If I have to constantly ask you to stop misbehaving in any way, shape, or form on our Google Meets or live streams, I'm taking points off your grade. I should not have to do that. I am asking you to be mature. I am asking you to not be just juniors and seniors in high school, but to be the young adult men and women that I know you can be, and doing your best to make this experience work for everyone. So that means side conversations don't happen in the chat. You're never all talking at the same time when we're doing the Google Meets or the Zoom calls. And you're doing your best to still be the best student you can be, all right? I'm gonna try to be the best teacher I can be. I hope you can be the best student you can be. All this is meant to get you a good grade. It's not meant to be used against you. So please, do your best to work with me to get the grade you want. All right, see you later.